Hello and welcome to KoinPost. Today we have Mari. She is a CMO at Gateio, which is one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges out there in the market, founded in 2013, based out in Malta. Right, Mari?
Yes, so we have offices everywhere in China and Korea, in Singapore, in Malta, and in Canada.
One-
Gate.io is one of the oldest cryptocurrency exchanges. We've been around since 2013, and
Yeah,
we're en route to hit 3 million users by the end of this year with
wonderful.
2 million app users.
Oh, wow.
So that's for Gate.io, our centralized exchange. And we're going to be launching GateChain.io. You can already go and see it. Everything's available online on GateChain.io.
Mhm.
And you can download the testnet. GateChain is going to be our new public blockchain. We're currently in testing phase, and we'll be launching it at the end of this year or at the beginning of next year. And what makes GateChain special is that it has a normal standard account, so you can, make transactions just like you would with Bitcoin or any other blockchain. But we also have created a vault account or a vault
Yeah.
address.
Mhm.
And what makes that special is that you're able to make revocable transactions. So if
Okay.
you keep your funds in this vault account and
Mhm.
a hacker comes and steals your money, or if maybe you're a little forgetful and you forget your private keys, you're going to be able to revoke the transactions that have been made,
Mhm.
uh, and you're going to be able to get your funds back. So I think this solves a huge industry problem because, usually you're always really focused on how you can make sure you secure your wallet and how you can safeguard against hackers. In this sense, we've kind of like bypassed that need. And because you're able to revoke the transactions, you don't really have that worry anymore. So it's a huge innovation, and it will be fueling our decentralized exchange so that
Okay.
you'll be able to use Gate.io for the centralized exchange with all of the great features like
Mhm.
margin trading and investments and stuff like that. And then
Mhm.
you'll be able to use the decentralized exchange where you're going to be sure that your funds are going to be safe because you can revoke those transactions. And
Mhm.
B, obviously you'll be able to trade directly on the decentralized exchange. And in this sense, like, the great thing about decentralized exchanges is that you use your own wallet, your own account, so all of the funds
Yeah.
100% belong to you.
But GateChain is a centralized exchange, right?
Yeah, so I'm not sure we'll be calling it. I'm not sure what we're going to be calling it, but it'll be, yeah, the DEX or decentralized exchange will be using the Gate Chain blockchain.
Okay, so that means you are redefining the trade finance business, which is hassle-free and without any hidden costs, right?
That's correct. Actually, if you download the testnet right now, you'll be able to make some test transactions. And what
Mm-hmm.
you'll see is that the cost is really, really low to make these transactions. So as
Okay.
a result, it's really scalable.
Yeah, it is. So have you raised some amount till date?
Sure. So obviously, Gate.io is a full-fledged business on its own. We're an exchange.
Mm-hmm.
So we make money off of very, very low fees, actually. But
Oh,
because we have a lot of users, we're
mm-hmm.
able to, make a certain amount of money. For our uh, for GT and GateChain.
It's token.
So we launched GT, the GateChain token,
Yeah.
and we launched that in April. We
Okay.
raised funds with our different users. So basically, we asked all of our Gate.io users if they were interested, and they were. We raised over $3 billion worth of orders were placed. So we had a cap to raise $64 million in GT,
Okay.
which we've
Okay.
done. But because it was not functioning as a first come first serve.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we wanted to distribute the funds fairly to all of the users who wanted to buy them. So as a result, people applied to be able to get these GT, and over $3 billion worth of funds were applied. So that's a huge amount. We're really proud, and we really thank all of our users because we love the loyalty they've shown to us.
Okay. So what is the main mechanism behind this, security provision that you?
So I think the way that it functions is very simple. Typically with blockchains, you want everything to be irrevocable. You don't want transactions to be revoked because that defeats the purpose of having transparency and irrevocability. Because otherwise you might have a double spending problem, right?
Yeah.
But usually, I mean, what we suggest, right, is on your standard account, you make transactions from there. And on your Vault account, you just save the transactions, save the funds that you want to keep long term. We really suggest that you transfer your funds from the Vault account to your standard account. You wouldn't use the Vault account to make transactions with a third party, for example. It will be written in the tax ID that the payment is revocable, and the GT account will have Vault written in front of it, so people will know that it's a Vault account, and that the funds can be revoked. But in general, of course, you can't revoke them forever. You customize it, and the revocability is only for a certain amount of time. But yeah, obviously, we recommend that people use their standard account to make transactions with others.
Okay. So, what's your perspective on China's first ever crypto law?
I mean, the Chinese government has had, has always been very interested in cryptocurrency, and there's been a lot of things that have gone around it. Obviously, their close partnership with Alibaba and Tencent says a lot. China, is always really focused on being able to be close to its population and, provide them with services that's going to make their lives easier, and their lives digital in particular. If I've spent a lot of time in China, and what you can tell is a really digital nation. Everything happens online. And I think it's really convenient, and it also helps you make everything more efficient. Of course, then there's tracking that happens on the other end. But that's a whole other story.
All right. So, are you facing any sort of security issues or any sort of regulatory issues from the government? Government is supporting you?
No, we haven't experienced any issues there. We do not trade fiat currency directly, so usually we don't encounter any issues. And the Chinese law is fairly vague for the time being. So everything operates as planned. We don't do any outward promotion in the Chinese market. Because we're very careful in that respect. But a lot of our users were there before the Chinese law came down a few years ago, and I think because our platform is really popular with them, we mostly get people through referrals and generally word of mouth.
All right, okay, that's good. So, well, thanks, Hari, for your time, and it's a pleasure to have you on the show. And also, I would like to thank to our viewers as well, who have shown so much of attentiveness and understanding Gatechain concept about this centralization and about this crypto exchange, how they're operating, everything about the testnet also they have recently launched. If you want to know more about it, you just check the website. Link is in the description box below, and have a good day. And thanks, Mari. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.